guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing well. For today's video, I have a really exciting review Wednesday planned out for you guys. Now, K-Beauty recently launched their Creme blushes, so I thought, you know what, let's sit down with you guys. Let's talk about the texture, the application, the colors and everything possible. So I'm not going to ramble and make this intro any longer since we have a lot to unpack in this video. So without any further ado, if you want to know my views, reviews and everything in between on the newly launched K-Beauty Creme blushes, then please keep on watching. Let's start off with the basic things first. For me, that has to be the packaging. These blushes come housed in a cardboard box which has a lot of information about the blushes, the manufacturing date, the expiry and all of that. You have the shade name mentioned on top as well, and it also mentioned how it is enriched with cranberry and avocado oil. However, there is no mention of the complete ingredient list, so if you want to know what all is in this creme blush, you will have to head over to the website, which honestly is a little cumbersome. I would have appreciated if the box had the ingredient list as well. But let's talk about the actual product and the packaging of that. These blushes come in a cute little squeezy tube, which I really like. Right now in India, you mainly get cream blushes in pots, and that can get a little unhygienic when you're dipping your hands constantly in there. So I really like the ease of the squeezy tube. We have an octagonal cap on top, which adds a cute little detailing as well. Now, when you receive these blushes, these are completely sealed, so that also feels good that there is no air contamination happening. Now, these blushes retail for rupees 7.99 each, and you get 10 ml of product in there. So that's a lot of product. Blushes are generally something you will take a lot of time in consuming, so 10 ml is a lot of quantity. Now, when we talk about the texture of these blushes are a thick, moussey texture. I was honestly pleasantly surprised when I saw the texture for the first time, because somehow in my brain, I felt like these would be more liquidy or creamy, but they're a thick, moussey formulation. And when you blend it out, you feel like they might have like a satiny demi-matte effect, but they settle down to a fully matte finish. So I swatched it on my hand and then I let it sit for a couple of minutes, and then I applied a fresh swatch, and you can see the difference in a fresh swatch and a swatch that has been made a couple of minutes prior to that, and how it completely has a matte effect on the skin. That also ends up helping this blush stay on your skin for a really long time as well, because it does not budge a lot from your skin. A lot of cream blushes, because they have a very dewy effect, they tend to move a lot, especially if you're wearing a mask or you touch your face a lot, they move a lot. But these ones, they do not move. They're pretty budge proof, and once you apply it and once they settle down into a matte finish, they stay on the skin, which is something I really liked. Now let's quickly talk about the shade range that they have. They have 5 shades in this range. Now all of these 5 shades I feel are great for everyday usage because they're very basic, and I'm not using the term basic in a negative sense right here. What I mean by that is blush colors like purples, lavenders and lilacs might intimidate a lot of people, while these are some shades anyone and everyone can pick up. They're great for everyday usage. So I am going to be swatching all of them on my bare skin so you can see how these colors apply on my skin. Now currently I am a MAC NC25 or a Maybelline 128 if you are looking for a shade reference, but let's talk you through all of the shades so you can see them in action. The first shade we have is Cozy Coral, and as the name suggests, it's a beautiful coral color and has a lot of warm undertones in there. Next we have Sweetheart Pink, which is an out and out pink with a little bit of cool undertone to it. Rustic Rush is a beautiful warm brick brown color. We then have Rosy Romance, which is a hybrid between a peach and a pink with a little bit of warm undertone. And lastly, we have Flirty Nude, which is a beautiful peach nude color. And here are all 5 shades swatched on my hand so you can see the contrast amongst them. And now that you've seen all of the swatches, let's talk about the application. I have to start off by saying that these blushes are pigmented, okay? They're pigmented. So if you take a little bit extra, you will have like clown cheeks going on. So make sure you start with a little bit first. Take a little bit of this product on the back of your hand and tap it with your fingers on your skin. Now, because this is a moussey product, I would suggest you tap it on the skin and not rub it. If you rub it, it can pill up a little bit, but tapping works beautifully on the skin. You can also see that these blushes are not patchy at all. A lot of times moussey products can go patchy on the skin, especially if they have a matte effect, but these do not go on patchy. I feel like that's because of the fact that they go on very demi-matte first and then they settle down. If it's a drier formulation, it was matte from the get-go, this would have been something that would have gone patchy. So I really like the fact that they go on very smoothly and non-patchy on the skin. I also of course tried them on top of my foundation, and again I just tapped them into place. I did not rub them, and they did not move my foundation, which is an A+ from my side. A lot of cream products tend to move my foundation, and that's why I tend to run away from them, but these did not do that, so they get a thumbs up from my side for that. Now let's talk a little bit more about this product. I feel like the longevity of this product is really good, especially because they do settle down into a matte finish. They would stay on your skin anywhere from 5 to 6 hours, which is a really nice wear time for a cream product. If you of course top it off with a powder, they will last a lot longer. So I like that. Now these do not oxidize, so that's again a great thing. I love the fact that they do not oxidize on the skin, because sometimes you pick up a blush color thinking, wow, that looks so beautiful, but after a couple of hours it looks completely different, and that's a big bummer, and you won't get this bummer with this product. So that's something I really like. And I think that is everything I had to talk about these blushes. So let's sum up everything with my pros and cons, because you guys know I love to talk about pros and cons. So let's start with the pros first, because we like to talk about positive things first. I like the packaging. It's a very easy to use squeezy tube packaging. I like the fact that you have 5 wearable shades. The longevity is good, the pigmentation is good, the moussey texture is very easy to work with, in the sense that it's not super liquidy is what I'm trying to say. Then I love the fact that these blushes do not move my foundation around. So we have 6 pros going. And then we talk about the cons. The first con I have to say is that if you rub it around, it can pill up a little on your skin, so you don't want to do that. Now these are also not patchy, so that is another big pro which I forgot to mention. But yeah, you don't want to rub them around, and I think that's the only con that my brain can think about when we talk about these blushes. But yes, that's a very strong 7 versus 1, and I really like these blushes. They're so beautiful on the skin, they look so natural on the skin. You can just pop these on and walk out of the house, because that's the trend right now, and it's a hot trend as well. But overall, I would highly recommend these blushes to you all. You can go into an Nykaa store and actually try it out. You don't have to buy it online, which is another great pointer, so you can actually see how it works on your skin. But that is everything I have to talk about these blushes. I hope you guys enjoyed this review and found it helpful. If you want any other reviews, just comment below and let me know, and I would love to review the next product for you guys. But I'll see you guys next time. Till then, take care. I love you all so much. Mwah. Bye.